Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And today we got Americans driving in the UK now. Obviously, the lanes are different. So for someone that's used to the roads in America, going over to the UK and driving could definitely be scary. So we're going to hop in and we're going to see how that worked out for people and what advice they would have to give. With that being said, what's smoking on my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. We are flying back over to the UK. Here we go. Oh, crap. This will be interesting.
No talking.
I do have to use the restroom.
Guys.
Starting route to Highclere.
Oh, I just ran a red light.
At the light, turn right onto Wellington Street.
It's green now. Oh my god.
What kind of people drive on the...
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Tuns Lane.
How's your peripheral here?
I
Because it
don't
feels
know.
like you're really
Yeah.
on the left.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, I'm just
I can't see.
doing great. Open your eyes.
My legs are... What kind of car is this?
It's a red light. Red
A
light.
little bit of my brain is...
Does it feel weird?
I got to stop it there just to say he's definitely nervous. Even in the description, or in the caption, it says this was scary. I felt 15 years old all over again, but we survived, and it's getting easier on day 2. Woo! Listen, you could just tell. Listen, shout out to him. No, he is keeping his composure. He is having his freakouts there, but he's keeping his composure. I assume it's definitely not easy the first time.
You're doing good.
I feel like I'm about to parallel park at a driver's ed.
Yeah, you feel 15.
I feel like I'm at the DMV with the lady with the clipboard.
Might want to not take this curve so fast.
Turn left onto Marsh Lane, then turn right.
Hold on, Maddie.
Lord, please let us make it out of the car.
I can't see, first of all. I can't see. I don't...
Turn right.
Oh God, big bus.
I got a bus and
A bike. Watch out.
I got a bus and I got
Oh,
Chinaman.
Oh, gotcha. Starting to speak in tongues here. Look out.
So everybody in that car was terrified, especially when they seen that big bus. As you can see, the woman in the back started praying. Man, someone in the comments said, just did this last week. Never driving in London again. Oh, man. But for the people that have mastered this, I mean, it ups the bar on their skill set. Someone else said, I'm from the UK. Even I get why he felt like that driving here. The lanes are stupidly small. Just wish they were bigger. Man, so now I have to ask to my people that's out in the UK, do you feel comfortable out there when you guys drive? Do you agree with that statement? Because, I wasn't expecting to hear someone from the UK say that. Someone else said you could move the driver's seat back a bit. There's a lever underneath the seat, just to let you know. If you do move it back, it makes back seats have less legs. So someone said everyone's hanging on for dear life. Definitely. It's always cool to see humans trying something new. He looked like when he got out that car, like he was having some lower back pain there. I mean, whew. Listen, that was a very interesting one posted by Charming Events by Courtney. That was very, very interesting.
Roads, tiny. Motorway, tiny. Roundabouts, excessive. Filling up the tank now. I always forget that you fill up here first and then you pay second. So far so good. These roundabouts, they will be the death of me. Every single time it's these roundabouts that destroy me. Wow. That was, actually that was fine. I'm being a little dramatic. That was fine. I hate driving in the UK though. I'm tired. But we'll go again. I hate this. I hate this. You know what? Thank God this isn't automatic. Imagine if I had to learn manual. See, these roads are tight. These roads are so...
Yeah, if most Americans had to drive on them lanes in manual and had to learn manual, there would probably be a lot of crashers because obviously most Americans drive automatic. So yeah, that would probably be pretty terrifying.
So freaking tight, OMG. What else is confusing about being here? The freaking street lights. Because I'm waiting for it to go red, and then part of it goes green, like the arrow part to go straight is green, but then the other part of the light is still red. Do I go? Who is that red for? Who is that green for? I just have to make my best guess and go. I completely understand why.
So it would seem like I would think foreign drivers, you know, when they go over to other countries, if they're going to be driving a lot, at that point they might as well go and take an exam, study for a little bit, take an exam, and figure if you don't know the right of ways. And I think that would be important to avoid some crashes, to do some homework. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, your life is important, and others people's lives are important too.
All of my British friends don't have their licenses or not driving. It makes total sense. I'm so sorry that if I ever made fun of any of you for not wanting to drive in this country. This is complicated.
Okay,
so tiny.
So her name is Rederd or Red in. Listen, either she was not feeling it. She definitely was not feeling it. I mean, she made that very clear. She was saying she understands why her friends out there do not drive. It makes me wonder, like, I wonder how people from the UK, you know, people from England, I wonder how they feel when they come to America and they drive. Does it feel, if you're from out there, and you've done that, does it feel like a better experience? Does it feel safer? I'm curious to what you guys think.
I wanted to talk about my experience of renting a car in the UK to drive to the countryside. I would definitely recommend reserving a rental. I didn't do that, and I'm very type A, and for some reason for this trip I just winged it, and it was a little difficult, so I would recommend reserving a car rental in advance. Also, if you're not used to driving on the right side of the road, that is very challenging. I thought it would be easy. I've driven in crazy countries like Iceland, but driving on the opposite side does take some focus. I do, drive in Los Angeles, so I thought I could drive in the city, fairly easily, but London was pretty tough. Driving in the city on the right side, people were honking at me. In the countryside, I would say it was a lot easier. It's just the roads are small. It's like one lane, as you can see here.
Hold on, I gotta pause just to say that countryside looks amazing. I love the beauty there. I know to a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's just tree. They might think it's just trees but I absolutely love trees. I love the bushes. It soothes my spirit. That looks like a very beautiful ride.
So overall, it's doable, but you just need to be very cautious.
It's doable. That's what I'm getting here so far. It's doable.
If there's something about
let me go ahead and turn her volume up because the last video was kind of loud.
London is that if there's something about London is that the transportation, like the tube, the metro, is freaking amazing. But for nothing in this world, drive in London. I'm supposed to go somewhere which is 15 minutes away from my house. I've been in standstill traffic for an hour. And I bet it's because of a minor accident. Everything collapses if there's a minor accident. The US is a huge country, so there's space to build highways and roads. This is a small island. Everything is cramped up. There's so many cars. So the minor inconvenience just makes everything stop. This is crazy. If there's something about
yeah, see, I would be on my e-bike out there. Like an e-bike, straight up. On that e-bike, driving around, because that definitely feels like it's tight and just perfect for a bike. That's what it feels like.
I am an American currently living in the UK with my husband who plays basketball, and since he's gone a lot more often this year, I had to learn how to drive. A lot of people have been asking me what it's like to drive in the UK because if you don't know, you drive on the opposite side of the road. So I thought I'd give you my personal insights to driving in the UK as an American. Honestly, the first problem that I had to tackle was driving on the opposite side of the road, which is not easy to get used to, especially at first, but now that doesn't even faze me. There are other things that are much harder than that. First of all, the driver's side is on the opposite side of the car. My depth perception is so off. The car we drive here is about the same size as my car back home, but I feel like I can't gauge how much room I have because I'm on the opposite side, which makes parking really hard. So I usually try to park at like the end of a parking lot where there's no other cars around. The roads also feel a lot more narrow. That also makes it hard with my depth perception, but I'm getting used to it. Since you're on the opposite side of the road, right turns feel like left turns and left turns feel like right turns, because back home, left turns you have to like cross the street. But here it's the right turns that you have to. So my lefts and rights are already bad, and this just makes it worse. Roundabouts are also a huge thing here, and at least in the town that I live in. Not only do they have roundabouts on like every single corner, I guess you don't have roundabouts on a corner. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, there are also stoplights within the roundabouts in multiple lanes. So those really stress me out. That's a lot of fun. Also, they have signs like normal. They also have like signs in a way like painted onto the road. So like sometimes they'll have telling you that it's a one-way on the street. They'll have like how fast you can go on the street, or just like random things like that. Overall, I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, but when I go home, I feel like I'm gonna have to relearn how to drive again. I am an American.
Somebody in the comments said, I drove in Scotland and I had to ask my husband continuously yell out, stick to the left every few minutes. Woo! Someone said, just hearing you explain this is stressing me out. I mean, someone said I could never. I can't even drive the American way. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that definitely definitely doesn't sound easy, guys. Not for no first timers at all.
You guys have these winding, narrow country roads with hedges on each side of the road, and they're like one lane. And then you're like, oh, is this a one-way street? No. You guys have...
Someone in the comments said, doesn't look like a problem. Seems fairly standard. As an American, I have certainly driven down roads like this one. Yeah, definitely. You could definitely see. I can see that. You know, America has a little bit of everything, for sure. America has a little bit of everything, but I mean, I do feel like there should be. I don't know if there is already, but I do feel like there should be some type of classes for Americans, if they're going to be staying there long. You know, ones that are having extended stay, expats, people that may be new to the country. I feel like there should be like classes they should take before they get on that road, just because it does feel like a bad situation can happen and people's lives are always at risk. But other than that, people should try a bike. I mean, I don't know how far people are going, but I like the bike. You know, I mean, that is exercise, right? So I don't think people would would have too much to lose on a bike, you know. But yeah, it's definitely a smaller place. Like I said, America, we have a little bit of everything. You could be driving in the deserts out there in the Southwest, somewhere in Nevada and New Mexico over there. You could be driving over there in California, right? Which California, I mean, it's such a long state. You could be driving through. I mean, for me, the scariest was Colorado, getting lost at the nighttime. Terrifying. I mean, terrifying in those mountains. Yeah. So, and then New York City. You know, New York City, like driving in New York City. You know, come on. So, I feel like as a New Yorker, or as just an American, period, just depending on your experience, maybe it's not that scary. It definitely comes down to the individual. Listen, y'all let me know what y'all think, but it definitely comes down to the individual. I personally feel like I don't know how it would feel driving out there. Only way to find out is when I get out there, right? With that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think. And once again, if you are, if you are from England, if you're from the UK and you've been to America and you've driven in America, please let me know what your experience was like, because I want to know, how you felt about it. Did you feel like it was safer or more dangerous over here? Let me know. Much love, y'all.